Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Saturn Aerospace stream. I am your commentator today, Aviation. I'm the COO here at Saturn Aerospace. Today I'm joined by Will. Say hello to Will.
Hello, everybody.
Pleasure to have a commentator with me. Today we are launching the first module for our Moon Base Station. Lunar Station, which will act as a hub for the astronauts going down to the surface, as well as a docking and propellant storage farm for landers. As you can see, that the
And
vehicle is
only a
now
day
preparing.
after Moonrise 1.
Uh, yeah, only a couple days after Moonrise 1. But yeah, so this is going to be important in our future operations around the moon. Yes, there is some frost on the vehicle there. That is the condensation of the propellants. Yeah. So, Will, how are you feeling for this launch?
Absolutely buzzing. I love a rear launch.
So, there's a few parts to rear. There's the black tiles on the heat shield, and there's the stainless steel tank. So, I'm going to actually give you a little bit of a demonstration of one of those three tiles
Happiness
here.
tanks level are nominal.
So, yeah, this is a video on the heat shield tiles. So, I have something very exciting to show you. Here's a rear heat tile. Here's the underside. These 3 pins here are used to attach it to the vehicle. But yeah, this is the heat shield tie. We use it to help with re-entry and dissipate all that heat. There's over 18,000 of them on board rear. Now this is about a 2/3 of the shell. It was just a pre-production run. But yeah, so here's the 3 attachment points. Underside white rear felt ablative. And yeah, so it's about this big. You might notice I'm wearing gloves. These gloves are because it can have like ceramics and fiberglass in it, which is not nice to touch. So it's always good to have some gloves. But yeah, so this is a rear heat shield tile. Thank you to
There
my
we are,
past
better
self.
safe than sorry with gloves.
Thank you to my past self for making that awesome video showing off a rear heat shield tile.
Rear
And
fuel
you may
load is nominal.
So yeah, that was the tile. So those help dissipate the heat. There's like I said in the video, there's over 18,000 of them on rear. The way they work is they kind of absorb all that heat from the reentry of rear and just radiate it away. It has proven to be very effective at its job, as we have recovered rear two rears now before we lost another one. But yeah, we're still under the early ways. You may notice that the LOX loader is complete. I do not know why that has gone so fast. Some must have turned the pumps onto turbo mode or something, but that is all good there.
All
So,
stations, please prepare for the initial go no go poll. Look over all data and reset your status on the polling sheet.
Well, so a little bit more about the moon base. I think this has been a long time coming, just part of Saturn's greater exploration into the solar system. We're going to have rovers, solar farms, and comms network in addition to this base.
Yeah, now this lunar base is going well so far. We're in the initial planning phase, but yeah, all is going very good. The countdown's going smoothly so far. So yeah, we hope to launch soon.
Awaiting that go no go poll.
Yep, that'll be at 15 minutes. So now just 16.5 minutes away. Today we will be attempting to catch Apatus back on the pad, which is good as reusability is one of our key strands here at Sun Aerospace. We like to keep everything as reusable as possible as it brings down costs and reduced environmental waste.
Recovery teams are in standby mode.
There we are. I mean, let's just hope that it goes better than the last real launch. Stupid KSP.
Yep, that was definitely unfortunate.
But the fact that the code managed to correct itself, not even itself, it managed to correct the bug from KSP and continue going.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. We did decide to abort, unfortunately.
Well, let's not dwell on the past. I think today we'll have an amazing launch. Go no go poll coming up in a few seconds.
Yep, just about 13 seconds here.
All stations, this is LD for the initial go no go poll. Range.
Go.
Rear control.
Rear controls go.
Apatus control.
IAPIS controllers go.
Recovery.
Recoveries go.
Payload masters go. This is LD. We are currently go to continue the count.
Great news there. We go to continue with the count. All is currently well. I'm very excited for this launch. I have high hopes in this one going well. But yeah, so now just T minus 14 minutes away. Now, on our previous rear flights, we have attempted to return the rear to the launch site. Unfortunately, this one is going to the moon to set up the lunar station. We're probably going to need quite a few rears, to be honest, to go to the moon. So, do expect us not to see a recovery for a while, at least if we're doing rear launches. That for this moon station, which is going to be our main focus for rear launches at the moment, as we want to accelerate our plans towards the moon. What is the purpose of this module? That is a great question in the chat there. Thank you. This module is the core of the station. It also houses the habitation for the crew, as well as the main cupola. So it is quite an important module. It is the first one. There are many more to come. I think about 10 more, or 10 or 15 more. So yeah, it is quite a large station, but it will fill its purpose well. Did we recover that rear that sunk into the ground? No, that rear was unfortunately intentionally detonated when it reached.
Weather balloon release.
No, sorry, it was not intentionally detonated. We recovered it, and it was beyond saving. So yeah, that has now been scrapped, unfortunately. We also lost an Iapetus booster, which so it was not a very good day that day. Hey, Luke. Sorry, Will. I need to stop doing this. I keep getting Will and Luke confused.
I mean, we were sideways, so the fact that we managed to get upright again, I think, is a miracle in its own right. And in the wise words of John Young, RTLS requires acts of God interspersed with miracles to be successful. So I think we did quite well.
Yep, we almost made it. I assume the rear team will be tweaking some of those softwares and stuff just to ensure that, you know, it can work in future.
Iapetus fueling remains nominal.
Good call out there.
Great news here. Now just 11 minutes away. Oh, it's getting quite nervous again, but yeah. So coming up soon, we should have a.
Rhea's at 60% fuel.
More events on the countdown. Oh, it's nice to hear. Good call out. Another good view here of Rhea.
What time is it at the pod?
What time is it at the pad? Let me check.
Before 5 hours behind me, so about 4 o'clock.
It is about 5:20 p.m. here at the Kennedy Space Center. Of course, I am remotely based in New Zealand, which is the far superior launch site, by the way. But yeah.
New Zealand launch site is for gimps.
Wrong.
Rhea, control the payload master. Please confirm the payload is interfacing correctly with Rhea.
This is Payload Master. We're seeing good connection between Rhea and the payload.
Affirm.
There was an airball there for a brief few moments.
Recovery site status is green.
Well, now just past that T-minus 9-minute mark.
Yeah, there's we getting less and less to talk about as there's not much happening. Moonrise was a great success. Unfortunately, the stream is down. It says it's going to begin processing shortly. I believe
Weather
we
balloon
might
release.
lose that stream because it's not going to process. But yeah, so
I mean, it was 30 hours long, or over 30 hours, I
30 to
presume.
36.
We splashed down at T plus 34, 58, and 53 seconds.
so basically 35 hours. That was a very exciting flight. That was quite fun to do. I'm sure the crew greatly
Recovery
enjoyed
teams
it.
are green.
So I'm sure the crew greatly enjoyed that flight.
I'm excited for the next crew launches, Listo.
Yeah, the next one that will follow will be Moonrise 2. There are currently talks about maybe making an Asia Block 2. I can't discuss much about that, but I'm just saying that it would probably look about maybe a little longer of a second stage, but yeah.
I can
Oh,
neither confirm nor deny.
but yeah, so that would increase the payload capacity of that second stage, which would allow us to do longer burns and quicker travel times. Yeah, so that went well. Moonrise 2, we're looking at potentially a spacewalk and a lunar landing if our cargo is ready. If the space station is ready in time, we will be using the space station. We will dock to that and then transfer over to the lander.
Iapetus engine shutdown initiated.
And there we go. That's it. I have this engine chill down. So the engines, you might think, why would you chill them down? They're quite hot, aren't they? Well, it can induce thermal shock.
That's what she said.
Thank you, Will. They are actually very cold to start off with because they are actively cooled. So the propellant in the vehicle is very cold. Like very, very cold. I don't know how cold, but it's very cold. Let me tell you. Do not.
LD
drink-
to range, can you check those weather restraints for me?
Range to LD, weathers go.
And yeah, so those. We run a little bit of propellant through the engines and just don't ignite it, just to avoid any thermal shock because they are actively cooled. So the outside of the nozzle would be pretty cold actually to the touch. You wouldn't have to worry about burning. Of course, you would have to worry about other things like sound and like the heat radiating from the plume if you were that close. But to the outside of the nozzle, it would actually seem very cold.
Almost T minus 5 minutes now.
Yeah. So a question in chat: will be cut off after learning. Since this is going to the moon, we will be cutting off after Zico or Iapetus landing, whichever comes first. I mean, whichever comes last. Sorry. So you will guaranteed to see Zico and Iapetus landing. Well, not guaranteed.
Iapetus is at 85% fuel.
As
Almost there now.
All stations, this is LD for the pre-flight brief. Today we'll be flying the Lunar Space Station first module. We are launching to an orbit of a circular orbit of 550 kilometers, and we are targeting 53 degrees of inclination. Weather is currently clear at this time, and please reset your status on the polling sheet and clear your desks for the final go-no poll.
Now that there was the initial orbit that we are targeting. We will be targeting a higher orbit. That's just the initial one we go to, and then we'll do burns later. But we're not going to show that because it gets quite boring. But yeah, so now just T-minus 4 minutes and 30 seconds away.
Final weather balloon.
There is that final weather balloon. So weather balloons are these little balloons, or quite big balloons actually, that go quite high up and give us useful information about weather conditions, wind, clouds, rain, stuff like that, to see if they are within the launch corridor. If they are outside it, we may have to abort or scrub the launch because it could get quite bad.
Iapetus has entered final fuel top-off.
Great news there as we continue to progress down with the count.
Final Iapetus engine chill is underway.
Rhea, final fuel top off.
Final spaceport alarm sounded.
QD unlocked for retraction.
Rhea, initial engine chill.
All stations, this is LD for the final go, no-go poll. Range.
Go.
Rear control.
Go.
Aperture control.
Go.
Recovery.
Go.
Payload masters go. This is LD. We are go for flight.
Rhea, flap testing complete.
Great news there that we are go for the flight. Now just T-minus 1 minute.
I think we'll have to hold because my ears have just been destroyed.
Iapetus flight computers are in startup.
All weather balloons are cleared from flight zone.
Rhea, flight computers in start.
Designated hold zone has been bypassed. Hold. All stations, we are recycling to T-minus 40 seconds on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark. Engines and tanks at correct temperatures. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, ignition 2, 1. Lift. Abort.
Oh dear.
Well, that doesn't look
Rhea
very...
control can confirm abort. Rhea QD did not retract. Recovery operators. Recovery operators move in to attempt to secure the vehicle.
Oh dear. It's never a good day to see a rear abort, or any vehicle abort for
It's
that
not
matter.
looking good, Biff.
Still investigating and why that QD did not retract. That of course is a major launch abort criteria, as if we lifted off with it, it would unfortunately damage both the pad and the vehicle.
We take the tower with us. Long shot, all the teams are now just looking into this.
has recycled back to T-40 there, as it will automatically do that as detected a hold. But unfortunately, this will be standing down from today's attempt, as we have used all our water and we cannot recycle from this point. We use a lot more water than we like to, but unfortunately our tanks are just not big enough to have multiple ignition attempts at the pad. You can see the water still going off there very slowly. That's just to cool down the pad there. That will stop shortly, but we don't have enough to go in the big water mode again. We will be most likely attempting the launch tomorrow. Hopefully all goes well better then. But yeah.
Unfortunately, I won't be here because I'll be at prom, so I won't be able to go.
Yeah. So
All
thank you all
stations
for...
LD, please follow post-abort procedures in detanking the vehicle.
So unfortunately, this is where we're going to end the stream here. I'm very sorry for this outcome. It wasn't what I was hoping for, but I'm happy that Rhea is safe.
Control to IAPTIS control.
IAPTIS control.
Did the booster quick disconnect retract at all during the liftoff?
No.
So thank you for watching. I've been Aviation. I'm going to let Will do the final cutoff.
I've been Will. Thank you for attending today's launch attempt. As always, in spaceflight, nothing is ever certain. Nothing goes right in the first attempt, really. So I'm sure we'll get him again next time. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.